On screen, they captivate us with their smiles, their emotions, their passion. But behind those shining lights, some Korean actors wage silent wars, battles against diseases and health struggles hidden from fans and the public eye. Today, we reveal 7 stars whose personal fights with serious illnesses have shaped their journeys in ways we rarely imagine. These stories remind us that fame never shields anyone from vulnerability. We begin with Kim Bum, a name etched in K-drama history, once catapulted into stardom through a high school series that became a global obsession. While the world admired his youthful spark and magnetic screen presence, few realized the weight he quietly carried, a chronic battle with degenerative arthritis. Then came 2019, and with it, a car crash that would alter the course of his life and career. A devastating car accident reshaped everything. Recovery was agonizingly slow, and his body never returned to what it once was. In the unforgiving grind of Padam Padam's production, Kim Bum's dedication came at a steep price. He dropped over 11 kilograms in just weeks, a transformation that left his health in amblets. Behind the poised smiles and polished performances, a quiet unraveling was underway. The dramatic weight loss came with a hidden price: fragile muscles and a worsening condition he rarely spoke of. Graceful in the spotlight, he bore the pain in silence. He managed intense pain and frustration privately. In 2018, he openly shared about his ongoing treatment, physiotherapy, medication, and constant monitoring, while continuing to act despite the toll. Kim Bum is not just a pretty face, he embodies resilience, fighting his body's limits for the art he loves. Next is Kim Soo-hyun, admired for his roles in My Love from the Star and It's Okay to Not Be Okay. His story begins in adolescence when he was diagnosed with cardiac arrhythmia and supraventricular tachycardia, serious heart rhythm disorders. At just 13, signs like palpitations and dizziness heralded this grave condition. Though life-threatening, Kim Soo-hyun concealed this battle from fans for years, balancing the demands of an intense acting career with medical care. Through delicate heart surgery and continuous medication, he's managed to keep his condition in check, proving that even when your heart is fragile, your spirit can remain unbreakable. Then there's Jung Il-woo, who nearly lost everything in a horrifying 2006 car accident that left him with a brain aneurysm, a silent, deadly threat trapped inside his own head. The aneurysm's ever-present risk of rupture cast a shadow of fear, anxiety, and depression that most would never endure or even know. Yet Jung Il-woo fought back, embracing vigilant medical care and personal transformation. His performances today carry the strength and depth of a man who has faced death and chosen to live fully in its wake. He played warriors and rebels, but in 2017 the real battle began, off-screen, in silence. Yoo Ah-in was fighting something no script could prepare him for, a rare tumor, invisible but unrelenting. Despite the chronic pain and physical constraints, he pushed forward, even receiving exemption from Korea's mandatory military service, a rare and often controversial privilege linked to health conditions. Yoo Ah-in's choice to keep his illness guarded for years speaks to the intense privacy battles public figures face, where vulnerability risks adding to professional scrutiny and criticism. His resilience shines in the complex roles he continuously takes on. Ha Ji-won, beloved for her exuberance and versatility, experienced a life-threatening anaphylactic shock during filming You Are Too Much. An abrupt and dangerous allergic reaction struck without warning, forcing her into emergency care and pulling the curtain on her career just when no one expected it. Unlike typical illnesses, anaphylaxis is unpredictable, requiring constant vigilance. Her withdrawal marked a rare moment in K-entertainment, a well-loved star sidelined for health reasons, reminding us all that even the strongest among us are human and susceptible. Behind her innocent smile was a painful secret, a brutal battle with compartment syndrome, a rare condition that nearly cost her everything. Rushed through emergency surgeries and a grueling recovery, Moon's journey was as much about mental and emotional survival as physical healing. The identity built on youthful vibrance gave way to a woman marked by pain, resilience, and reinvention. Her story sheds light on the cruelty of the entertainment world's pressure, where appearance and speed of recovery often define worth. 2010 brought Uhm Jung-hwa to a quiet crossroads: thyroid cancer, a diagnosis that threatened to mute the very heartbeat of her career. Surgery damaged a nerve critical to vocal cord movement, leaving her unable to speak or sing for 8 months. For a performer whose voice is her lifeblood, this was devastating. Her 8 year hiatus was filled with relentless therapy and emotional struggle, yet she emerged not just healed, but reborn. Her comeback spoke louder than words, a quiet victory over fear, and a bold reminder that strength can be soft and fierce at once. These stories aren't just tales of illness, they highlight challenges in Korea's entertainment and healthcare systems. The pressures to hide vulnerability for fear of losing roles or fans burden these stars. Forced secrecy, delayed treatment, and the stigma surrounding illness in show business often exacerbate their struggles. For instance, exemptions from mandatory military service, like in Yoo Ah-in's case, can provoke divided public opinion, sparking debate on fairness and transparency. The rarity of actors openly discussing chronic conditions shows a culture still grappling with balancing privacy and authenticity. Moreover, health crises on sets, such as Ha Ji-won's anaphylactic shock, expose risks in demanding filming schedules and the need for stronger on-site medical protocols. Her retreat from the spotlight didn't just mark a personal struggle. It reflected a system where health is sidelined, and the cost of being perfect is quietly endured.